Hi everyone, sorry I've been away for a while. Big apologies, I've been so busy at clinic. But I thought I'd do a quick YouTube on happiness today. This is Jo from First Success. And if you remember, I did a book, Return from the Void, which is a self-help book journal. So if you're going through a rough time at the moment, please do invest in that. And I've also got some MP3s under the product page, put my teeth back in, on my website. So today we're very quickly going to be talking about success and the happiness that we can give to ourselves. The first rule, and I've typed a few bits up because there's so much in here at the moment, is knowing and feeling that life isn't perfect by our perception, and that in fact life is perfect when we see the truth from a wider view. So if this pen, for instance, it's blue and I would describe it one way and you would describe it another, who's right? Does it really matter? The pen is blue. So our perceptions are given and they come from our experiences, and quite often we can be wrong, we can be slightly out, but that can lead to a feeling of self-doubt. Am I right? Are you wrong? Are you right? Am I wrong? Does it really matter? So next time, really ask yourself, does that really matter? Is my perception slightly out? Am I beating myself up unnecessarily? And is that going to serve me on any level? Normally it isn't. Okay, number two is taking responsibility to choose how we feel. We do get to choose how we feel because we create cycles and habits in our heads that are either a positive or a negative. Just ask yourself, what would serve you better? If you're going to allow those negative thoughts to keep leaking in and drip feeding into your psyche, and you're not standing guard to the door of your mind, and you're not aware of this, then what's going to happen? That will begin to compound, and it will begins to compound and layer itself in your psyche. Then you've got a problem. So I would suggest today that you start to try and think of positive affirmations and the good things that are in your life instead. Number three is letting go of mistakes and releasing guilt, forgiving yourself. If you ask yourself the question, did I really intend to ruin somebody's day today? Did I intend to ruin somebody else's day today? If you were to ask yourself, if there was an MP, for instance, that said, hey guys, I have made a mistake, I'm really sorry, I'm only human, I'm going to try my best next time, I've learnt from it, would you trust that person? Or would you rather trust somebody that covers it all up and says that it's going to be okay? Up to you. But the same thing happens with yourself. If you're denying to yourself and you're pushing a certain element of yourself down, then are you being honest with yourself? And are you being forgiving of any mistakes? Remember, we learn from mistakes. We need mistakes in order to get smarter, wiser, keener. So mistakes aren't always such a bad thing. The next rule is to try and slow down and take a moment to embrace your life. Now this brings us back to the trendy word mindfulness. Very zen, isn't it? Mindfulness is just being aware of the moment, slowing down to stop that stress running away with you, okay? And just bringing it back to yourself, even if you need to go to the loo at work, wash your hands for 5 minutes, and while you are, you have a little bit of a time to think. But just try and slow down, because when things get too big, they become daunting. So cut everything down, slow it down into bite-sized pieces for you. The next rule I've written here is know that everything is just a phase in the journey. So what if you're going through a dark time at the moment? That's just at the moment. Moments change. Phases in the movie frames of life change, just as I'm changing now, yeah, moment to moment. So during this phase, nothing ever stays the same forever. The element of life is change. Okay, life is change. Everything is in circles. Planets are in circles. Your eyes, your nostrils are kind of rounded, and that's no accident. There's a clue there in itself. So realize that, okay, you might be in the winter of your life right now, but spring follows winter, things come up, signs come up, which brings me to the next thing. Take action. Take action towards the things that you love. Remember the person that you were. When you were 5 years of age, oh, how cute, What kind of things did you love then? What excited you? What did you dream about? What did you fantasize about? And if you can't remember five, how about when you were 10 or 11 or 12? Try and remember these elements of yourself. What were you praised for? What were you told that you were good at? What were you interested in? What have you always wanted to give a go and you never quite have? Why? What does that say about you? Big questions here, guys. I know I'm bombarding you, but jot it all down, replay this video back again, but get it in there and start thinking about this stuff because it's really going to help you in a big way. Okay, so the next thing is taking action. We all need to take action, don't we? If you just sit around and say, if only I'd done that, if only I'd done this, ask yourself this. If you can fast forward in time and you're 95 and you're in a deathbed and your arms and legs aren't working anymore and there's nothing that you can really even do thought-wise, maybe your mind is going a little bit, but one thing you've got left is memories. Would you rather be thinking, wow, what a ride? I made a few mistakes, but wow, I had a good time. Or would you rather be thinking, oh, if only I was brave enough, if only I'd have done that. Go do it today. Okay, what kind of self-talk? That's the next thing. What kind of self-talk do you give yourself? Is it, oh, life isn't fair? Are these the kind of labels? Oh, I've never been quite bright enough. I've never been good at school. Oh, I was never good at sports. Be careful what you say to yourself. It just might start to compound itself. Remember what I was saying about those thoughts? And once your psyche believes that, and okay, your reference point might feed you that information, but once your psyche sees that in your mind more and more and more, each time you say it, you're chipping away. You're chipping away at yourself. Why would you do that? What's the point? Yes, be realistic, but be a bit optimistic too, guys. Okay? So, one more thing, and this is a big one, is stop making comparisons. I've got so many clients, you know, that realize that they are unhappy because of messages in the media, or they realize that, oh, her over there, she's thinner, prettier, slimmer, richer, more intelligent. There's always going to be someone that's taller, that's younger. That's life. But what are the good things about you? What is unique about you? Look at your successes in life. Getting out of bed in the morning is an achievement for some people. There's always something to be grateful for, and gratitude is a really good place to start. So, right now, at this moment, be grateful you've got breath in your body. Be grateful that your heart is beating. Be grateful that you're going to get something to eat today, that you're going to get something to drink today. Be grateful that the sun is shining, the birds are still singing. Be grateful that you have a roof over your head or you have shoes on your feet. Be grateful. And think about the successes, the good memories, the good times in your life, and that you are unique. How boring a world would it be if we were all bankers, if we were all dentists, if we were all doctors, if we were all hairdressers, and that kind of personality that goes into those careers as well. We need colour. We need to look upon ourselves as a whole, as a diamond. And what facet of that diamond are you? You're useful. You're here for a reason. You have a purpose. Dig deep and find it today. Love to hear about you. I'd love to hear your story. I'd love to find out about you. So contact me. Ring me, send me a text. I've given you the information from my website, firstsuccess.com, and have a fantastic day. I hope that this video has been of use to you.